Right now, we're seeing a record number of COVID cases in Dane County as demands for tests remain high. Plus, preparations for the Chandler-Halderson trial continue. The prosecution was trying to get clarified for next week. And we head back out to Las Vegas. Bowl coverage of the Badgers, how a former player is helping the team stay focused, playing in a new stadium. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Dodge County, where authorities have evacuated a large area near the airport there due to a natural gas leak. They say a crash on State Highway 26 ruptured an above-ground pipe. Those within a 1-mile radius of the crash site have already been notified and evacuated. Natural gas routed to Juneau has been shut off by emergency crews. Electricity was temporarily shut off as a precaution. The electricity has since been turned back on in the city of Juneau, but authorities say the gas is expected to be shut off for a long period of time, possibly overnight. Roads near the leak are expected to remain closed as crews deal with repairs there. We have a crew heading to the scene. I hope to have an update on the situation later on in this newscast. After shoveling and plowing all of the snow from 2 recent winter storms, another one could be here by the weekend. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
We are looking at more snow accumulations on New Year's Day Saturday, followed by a blast of bitterly cold air for Sunday. But in the short term, we had at least quiet weather for today, even though temperatures are on the cold side. The time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville shows morning sunshine giving way to some afternoon cloud cover, and even a few snow showers and flurries have been occurring through southern Wisconsin, mainly from Madison southward. North of Madison, not too much in the way of any flurries even falling from the sky. Not seeing any here in the backyard yet. And you can see visibilities right now at or above 10 miles, so the snow, if it's reaching the ground at all, is not doing so in a big manner. Low temperatures this morning range from the upper 20s near Lake Michigan to below zero, 5 below zero in the La Crosse area. And temperatures this afternoon, or actually early this morning, were in the middle 30s, but you can see where we are now. We're at 20 degrees in Madison to the north and west. Those temperatures in the single digits already, and wind chills are mainly in the teens to around 20 degrees. By tomorrow morning, look for temperatures to be down into the teens. Now, we do have alert days in the forecast for New Year's Day and for Sunday, for the snow Saturday and for bitterly cold temperatures on Sunday. Tomorrow's high temperature at 31, so the last couple of days of 2021 will be relatively quiet. I'll have more details in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. As the temperatures continue to drop, UW Health wants you to use common sense when you go outdoors. They say they've already treated people with severe frostbite.
If you start not to feel things, meaning if you can't feel your hands or feel your face or your feet, then you're outside for too long. You need to get back in and warm up. And again, that timing is accelerated the colder it is, and also if those things that you're wearing happen to be wet.
Dr. Fauché says you should go to the hospital if you can't get warmed up inside or you start seeing blisters. With COVID cases continuing to rise, people coming back from holiday gatherings, the demand for COVID tests are high right now. In fact, it is so high that lines at the Fitchburg Family Pharmacy are affecting traffic there. And now the Fitchburg Police and Public Works Department have come up with a map to address the issue. And despite that, the pharmacy is still testing hundreds of people a day.
So we haven't done less than 400 tests since right the week before Christmas, and we've averaged around 450 tests a day for our full days that we're here. And we're still on pace for that for our half days that we've been here as well, just cracking 200 tests a day.
So here's the map where you should go to get tested. You'll need to enter the testing line from Fish Hatchery Road and Caddis Bend. From there, drivers should follow the signs and cones to the testing area in the pharmacy parking lot. You can get a required QR code for testing on the pharmacy's website. We have a link to that at channel3000.com. COVID cases here in Dane County are reaching never-before-seen levels. As of Wednesday afternoon, Dane County's 7-day average for new cases is at 497, the highest it's ever been during the pandemic. Previously, a 7-day average of 490 was the highest. That was set back on November 17th of 2020. Wisconsin also surpassing 10,000 COVID deaths. That happened on Sunday. The 7-day average for deaths here is 23. About 88% of the deaths were those of people ages 60 or older. Wisconsin jails are also seeing a surge in COVID cases. Recently, Public Health gave recommendations to Dane County on how to slow the spread of the virus at the jail. As of last Thursday, 51 of the jail's 552 residents tested positive. That's about 10%. Almost 40% of residents are vaccinated. Next at 6, a man is in custody after allegedly firing a crossbow at a police officer. That incident happening today in Wisconsin Dells. Officers were sent to a house for a report of a disturbance around midnight. When they got there, officers said they were confronted by a man who then barricaded himself and a woman in a bedroom. After negotiations failed, officers entered the home. That's when they say the man fired the crossbow. Police used less lethal methods to subdue the man. No officers nor the woman were injured during the incident. A man is charged in connection with a stabbing at a hotel in Lake Delton. Darren Roll was charged with battery, reckless endangerment, disorderly conduct, and possession of THC. A criminal complaint says a woman called police to the Malibu Inn back on December 15th saying Roll had stabbed her. She said she didn't know why he attacked her. Police found a bag of suspected marijuana on him during an interview that same day. The trial for Chandler Halderson, the Dane County man accused of killing and dismembering his parents earlier this year, set to begin in less than a week now. Jury selection for the case scheduled for Monday, January 3rd, with the trial itself expected to take as long as 3 weeks. Today, the prosecution was clarifying what kind of evidence was permitted to bring to trial.
Chose not to include photographs of the skeletal remains once the medical examiner had to remove the human tissue. So because those aren't especially graphic, they're certainly human remains, but obviously the court has probably looked at the photographs and understands there's a stark difference between those and what everyone should be concerned about.
News 3 Now and Channel3000.com will have live continuing coverage of the Halderson trial on Channel3000.com, our social media pages, and on Channel 3000 Plus streaming apps. Police say they've arrested 3 teenagers yesterday after they found a stolen vehicle and a gun inside. Officers followed the vehicle to a convenience store in the 2800 block of Todd Drive. Around the same time, a woman called police to report a group of men in her shed. Police tracked down the teens to an apartment building in the 2000 block of Greenway Cross. A 17-year-old was taken to the Dane County Jail, while a 16 and 15-year-old were taken to a juvenile hall. The candles, stuffed animals, mementos placed in memoriam for 6 victims of the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy no longer sit at Veterans Park. Today, the Waukesha County Historical Society picked those items up, and they'll be preserving them to be used however the city chooses. Mayor Sean Riley says he'd like to see a plan for a permanent memorial by the 1-year anniversary of the attack.
What I want to stress is this won't be a decision made by me or a decision made by the city. It will be made by the public.
The city is asking that people don't continue to place items at the site because they won't be able to protect it from the weather there. The creation of a permanent memorial commission will be discussed at the Common Council meeting set for January 18th. Well, one of the most intriguing elements of this week's Las Vegas Bowl is where the game is being played. Allegiant Stadium is just a year old, which comes with both some excitement and some challenges for the players. Our Lane Kimball live in Las Vegas tonight with more. Lane?
Hey, Eric, good evening. Well, that stadium is about a 5-minute drive from here. This is the Virgin Hotel, where in about an hour, the teams, players, fans, the bands will gather for a pep rally. People are already bundled up, getting ready for that excitement. But players said today they can't wait to get inside of Allegiant Stadium. And today they're getting some advice from a guy who knows exactly what it's like to play inside there. Former Badger Alec Ingold now plays for the Las Vegas Raiders. He actually scored the very first touchdown in that stadium when it opened in 2020. We actually chatted with Alec on Zoom this afternoon. He compared Allegiant Stadium to, quote, the biggest heavyweight boxing match you could imagine, but football style.
Camp Randall playing there, it's, you know, there's a lot of events with the stands and the fans are really involved, the 5th quarter, that whole thing. Here it's like they shut all the lights off around it. It's the spotlight in the middle of the field and you're just playing ball. It's really cool.
Ingold also told us it's intimidating until you get to make your first hit. And then once you do, your mind really zeroes in on the game of football. Now, Alec had some really insightful things to say as well about preparing for bowl games such as this one, as well as John Madden's legacy. Again, he passed away yesterday. We will share some of those more tonight and also online at channel3000.com. Again, a pep rally getting started here in less than an hour. It's cold. We need to jump around, right? That's coming up. We'll have coverage on that tonight at 10 o'clock. For now, yeah, absolutely. Covering the Badgers live in Vegas. Lane Kimball, News 3 Now.
All right, Lane, thank you very much. Live in Vegas. There used to be a place to go, hang out and shop, but now more and more malls are going out of business. Coming up, what their plans are for the future as online shopping continues to dominate the market. That's just ahead. Stay with us.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now at 6.
Update the lighting in your home today during Menards New Year's sale. Shop our full selection of more than 7,000 interior lights. Patriot lighting comes in a variety of unique styles and finishes. The Denzel collection has an industrial style and comes in an oil-rubbed bronze finish. Pick up this 4-light chandelier today for only $99.99. Come check out our entire selection of interior lights now during Menards New Year's sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Don't miss your chance to save big on that new furniture or mattress you've been waiting for. Now is the time to buy during Steinhaffel's 4-day sale. Save 35 to 50% throughout the entire store. Plus, take an additional $100, $200, or even $300 off your purchase. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of quality furniture for every style and budget at the lowest price guaranteed. So get in today and save big during Steinhaffel's 4-day sale. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad, and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Here comes Happy Ruben. She wants to wish everyone happy holidays. Happy loves to visit Ruben's furniture. She likes to snuggle into a warm, cozy sofa. Winter is coming and she wants to just lay around. A sectional lets Happy stretch out and take a nap with her owner. Her favorite piece of furniture is a soft leather recliner. Happy loves to watch TV in her favorite chair. A bed is a perfect place to sleep after a long day at the dog park. Have a happy and healthy holiday from everyone at Ruben's Furniture.
Welcome back. COVID-19 dealt a devastating blow to an industry already struggling to keep up with online shopping. But for malls, there may be some hope yet. Talia Mohadeen joins us live now to share how the holiday season is helping your local mall keep up. Talia?
Eric, at the height of the pandemic, there was no better way to show the impact of social distancing than an empty mall. But this season, the effects of that same pandemic is the reason people are coming back. At Westtown Mall, finding a place to park these days may take a while.
We're seeing traffic in just a way that we haven't seen, I would say, even before COVID.
The mall's marketing director, Eric Zijic, says after a challenging couple of years, people are back for the experience.
There is this energy and this culture developing of people wanting to get back out and just wanting to be with their families and wanting to shop and grab a bite to eat.
He says it's a welcome change, especially for local shops.
We have so many entrepreneurs here that are so excited to live out their dream and to see people enjoy themselves.
Over at Hilldale, more of the same. Morgan Shoes CEO Jeff Langer says things are pretty good.
Okay, we've turned the corner, things are returning. Business is pretty strong right now.
But there are still some lingering hurdles from the pandemic.
Everyone's suffering from certain little supply problems, but making the best of it.
And the looming threat of online shopping.
Well, we're aware of it, and we know that online shopping is very strong, and it continues to be that way.
So Langer is focusing on what he can control, setting his business apart.
It's like, it isn't just, hey, how's it going? Can I help you? But you open the sale, you interview properly, you listen, which is a big deal.
Happy New Year and great to see you. Take care. Great. Bye-bye.
But you can beat the internet when you got people that are talented.
And Zizic choosing to believe the return to the mall is long-term.
We're making malls cool again. That's the goal, right?
The shoppers I spoke with said that the vaccines and the booster shots have also made them feel more confident about coming back. Nationwide, retail sales are up 14% from last year.
Talia live at Westtown tonight. Talia, thank you. And still ahead on News 3 now at 6.
There's so much noise out there, it's often hard to cut through that.
Cutting through the political noise of 2021. Just ahead, Naomi Coles and 4 reporters look back at a long and divisive year. Plus, could we see another winter storm before the new year? Gary's got his complete forecast. That's next.
Don't
miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it
visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
If you're taking a deep breath now that 2021 is winding down, you're not alone. It has been a long and colorful year at our state capitol, and we're doing our best to break down what's important from this year and what to watch for in 2022. Our Naomi Cole sits down with 4 state political reporters to do just that.
We got to fight for this.
Public health management of a pandemic belongs in the executive.
You're moving past the pandemic.
The governor will sign those bills.
Every week, it's a new headline.
I'd say the answer is no. I'm pretty upset.
Usually a divisive one. Behind the headlines, us, the reporters. I sat down with 4 of them to break down 2021 in state politics. Patrick Marley, Journal Sentinel, Emily Fannin, CBS 58 in Milwaukee, Scott Bauer, Associated Press, and Laura White, Wisconsin Public Radio. We started with the big one, the Michael Gableman investigation of the 2020 election results. What stands out to you as perhaps the most unusual or the most far-reaching headline?
We've really seen this investigation has been stacked with people who are have seemed to have made up their mind about the election.
I think this one is interesting in that it's a part of a national attempt by some people to question not only the outcome of the last election, but the process, the system of elections. It's not just about 2020, it's about 2022 and most importantly, 2024.
We're a year after the 2020 election. It's been looked at every single way you can imagine, and the results have been confirmed, and yet we're continuing to do more review.
What are some of those headlines that are going to have a lot of impact long-term in Wisconsin, but hasn't necessarily generated the amount of commotion as something like the Gableman investigation?
Obviously, redistricting has been huge, and that's going to be another thing that has ramifications for years and years down the road.
A lot of people don't understand the gridlock that is here in the State House and why things don't get done is because of the maps that were drawn 10 years ago.
What's the big headline of 2022?
I think it goes between either Ron Johnson is going to run again again or not run again.
The eyes of the nation are on Wisconsin with that one again.
And we can't forget about the governor's race. I mean, is Wisconsin going to vote a Republican governor?
If Republicans win, they will retain the majority in the legislature, most likely, and that will give them free access to pass whatever they want to pass.
We're always seems to be at the center of national politics. We will again in 2022.
At the Capitol for News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
And join Naomi and her panelists this Sunday and For the Record after Face the Nation on CBS. She'll take you through the twists and turns of a long and divisive year in state politics and what you need to know going into 2022. The new year could be bringing in another winter storm. Gary's back with his full forecast. Gary, what's happening out there right now?
Right now, just some light snow showers and flurries moving through far southern Wisconsin. The heavier snow is into eastern Iowa and northern Illinois. It should stay south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, but even that is very light snow. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Snow showers and flurries this evening, not going to amount to very much, should be over with by about midnight. See dry weather for tomorrow and for New Year's Eve Friday with temperatures back into the lower 30s. And then the potential for that winter storm system for New Year's Day with accumulating snow followed by bitter cold weather as we head into Sunday. Some of the longer range future track computer models continue to show the heaviest band of snow for New Year's Day just to our south across eastern Iowa, northern Illinois, several inches of snow through southern Wisconsin. A fairly sharp cutoff on the northern end, though, because of the bitterly cold air that will be very dry, and that will prevent the snow from piling up there, whereas farther to the south, temperatures will be closer to the freezing mark, the air holds more moisture, and that's where the heavier snow is likely to be. The European computer model, pretty much the same story. The heaviest band of snow probably through the Chicago area, but several inches through southern Wisconsin. We do have an alert day in the forecast. Even if we only end up with somewhere in the 2 to 4 or 5 inch snowfall range, it'll be a light fluffy snow, and the winds will be strong blowing that around, and temperatures will be in the teens, meaning that the salt will be less effective and probably won't work at all by later on Saturday night. We also have an alert day in the forecast for Sunday for bitterly cold temperatures. Lows by morning will drop below zero, and wind chills could be as cold as 20 degrees below zero. Look at the temperature contrast across the Midwest. Temperatures in the 50s south of the Ohio River. To the north, temperatures below zero near the U.S.-Canadian border. That usually sets up an active weather pattern with a very strong jet stream in between. These thunderstorms are becoming severe farther to the south, where tornado watches are in effect down into parts of southern Tennessee into northern portions of Mississippi and Alabama. That's the southern portion of the storm system. The northern part just bringing us that very light snow. But notice the jet stream shifting to a more northerly direction behind this system, and that's what will really drop the temperatures in the wake of the storm on New Year's Day. Right now, high pressure located just to the north of us, keeping our weather relatively quiet, but temperatures are very cold, not far to our north and west. They're already below zero over parts of eastern Minnesota, or western Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. Tomorrow, high of 31 degrees, variably cloudy, not as cold as today, and quiet weather for the last day of 2021 with a high of 31 on New Year's Eve. But then notice the snow, windy conditions, colder for New Year's Day. Bitterly cold for Sunday with low temperatures below zero, high temperatures only around 10. Temperatures rebound, maybe some snow about Thursday of next week, followed by another shot of cold air toward the end of next week. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Wednesday and Thursday. Only at Hy-Vee.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
How do you use your energy? Celebrating the people you love? Mixing up smiles? Making each day brighter than the last? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
From Tina Fey and the creator of Saturday Night Live comes Mean Girls, the hilarious hit Broadway musical.
Why don't I know you? Come see Tina Fey's Mean Girls at Overture Center, January 11th through 16th. Get your tickets now at overture.org.
Yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm coming through. It's Big Snoop Dogg with the red, white, and blue. Yes, indeed. You know we don't fake. Globetrotters coming with the Harlem Shake. We get to it and do it. Get things right. Shooting them hoops and making baskets all right.
Don't miss the Globetrotters in Madison on January 2nd. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Wednesday and Thursday. Only at Hy-Vee.
The Badgers are rolling the dice for a win in the Las Vegas Bowl game.
We'll have a preview tomorrow morning from Vegas.
And a possible winter storm for the weekend. We're going to break that down tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Arizona State knows they're going to have their hands full of Braylon Allen tomorrow night. The 8-4 Badgers are favored by 6 points in the Las Vegas Bowl, due largely to that great rushing attack. But Coach Chris says they avoid thinking about lines or records. Lane Kimball is live in Vegas tonight with more from both teams. Lane?
Hey, Jordan, Arizona State has a pretty good running game of their own. Problem is, their starting 2 running backs are out. They're not going to play in tomorrow's game, and that puts pressure on a very mobile quarterback. That's somebody that Wisconsin is going to have to contain. We got the chance to hear from the Badgers for one last time this morning, as well as the Sun Devils. The Badgers, they kept things short and sweet. Talked about the impact COVID had on them, their excitement to play at Allegiant Stadium, and the importance of this game to their younger players especially. Arizona State, meanwhile, had great praise for Braylon Allen, but specifically the guys doing the dirty work in front of him.
The O-line works together. They're physical. They also have a great stable of running backs. The tight ends are great as well. Ferguson, he's definitely their #1 target, so we're going to have our hands full with that. And then I think receiver-wise, they're the best blocking receivers we've seen this year.
It's going to be a challenge for us, but I kind of like how our prep has been going so far the past 2 weeks.
That was Badgers linebacker Jack Sanborn talking about preparing for all the unknowns, all the players not playing for Arizona State tomorrow. We will find out how that goes starting in about 27 hours. Kickoff 7:35 Pacific time, 9:35 your time. Getting ready for a big pep rally here. Both bands are going to be here, and we will have coverage of that tonight at 10 o'clock. For now, covering the Badgers live in Las Vegas, Lane Kimball, News 3 Now Sports.
Thanks, Lane. Now, with the regular season winding down, Aaron Rodgers has some big decisions to make about what he's going to do next season. And it's a question that's been asked several times this year. Is he staying or going? Well, today, number 12 gave some insight as to what his next steps could be come this offseason.
It won't be something where I'll drag it out for months and months, have conversations with my loved ones after the season, with Brian and Mark and Russ and the coaching staff, and then make a decision at some point. I'm not going to hold the team back from anything. And once I commit, and if it's committing, to move forward here, it'll be a quick decision.
As for now, the Packers shift the roster once more, and there's some good coming out of it. Jair Alexander is officially activated from the injured reserve, but the team did add more players to the reserve COVID-19 list. Gary?
We got some snow showers and flurries, mainly south of Madison this evening, not really amounting to very much. Visibility's at or above 10 miles, so just some flurries showing up. Temperatures, though, are on the cold side. 20 in Madison, already in the teens to our north and west, with wind chills in the single digits.
All right, Gary, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening. We'll be back here tonight at 10.